y'all, welcome to the horror. We chopping it up about Liv's life. Everybody had a great weekend, great holiday, all the things. So this y'all not gonna like this. Y'all not gonna like this. But why are we talking about Liv's life at all this week? Because she has done absolutely nothing. Like, there's been no crash out. There's been nothing to talk about, honestly, okay? The last couple videos that I saw from her was like a series of like incognito lives where she came. One time she was in the grocery store. She was at Target, which I thought was super unusual because that girl is a Walmart connoisseur. Do you hear me? When I saw her at Target, I was like, okay, girl, go off, queen. So we saw her at Target. We saw her, and then you want to know what like kind of irritated me. So I guess she was at Target. She was looking at something for her son. It was like a backpack, I think, or something like that. And she talked about getting it and how much it was. And then she showed up, I think it was the next day, on a live stream. And somebody was like, did you get the backpack for your son? Okay, that's normal. You know, they're following up, right? She said, no, I didn't get it. And the person was like, why? Didn't have enough money or cost too much? And it's just like, why? She didn't get it. Doesn't matter why she didn't get it. But what I thought was very mature of her, she didn't go off. She didn't say, I'm blocking you. She explains why she didn't get the backpack. And she said the reason why she didn't get the backpack was because it would just be like another toy to him. Like, basically, he's not ready for a backpack is what she was trying to say. And I understand that. I know that when I had little bitty kids like that, everybody needed their own backpack. The baby had a backpack, honey. Couldn't, and because I'm not getting ready to be carrying all y'all shit around in my purse. Like, I still am somewhat of a luxury purse person, and I wasn't getting ready to put sandwich bags and wet wipes and bullshit in my luxury tote. I'm not gonna do that. I'm very particular about what my purse and how all that. So everybody had a backpack with their own shit in it, and I would carry the babies, but the little kids, y'all get y'all backpack. I digress. She didn't get the backpack, and she explained why. She said that AJ wasn't really ready for nothing like that because he's very much a toy person. He would be like, ooh, Bluey, or whatever the backpack, ooh, Bluey, and then they probably would never see it again. And I understood that. So I got that. So that was that. So then the next time we see her, she's like in somebody's bathroom. It looked like a bathroom or closet. Again, no background noise or nothing. And she's talking about how she went to like an appointment of some sort, and there was a boy there who she never like fully gave us the whole entire story because I think she didn't want to like talk too much. Like I said, she's being very inconspicuous. And basically it came down to, she was like, I forget I have this tattoo on my face. I don't know what the tattoo is. I can't really make it out, but it's like right here above her eyebrow. She actually has two tattoos on her face. She has like a heart, a red heart. I like the red heart. But this one, I don't know. She was talking about how she forgets she has that on her face, and people make assumptions about her, you know, and that makes sense. So she basically said that to say she was thinking about having it removed. And I think that's growth, because I remember maybe about, you know, a year ago that came up, and she was like, I'm proud of my tattoos. I'm like, she stood in that. And I think people change, and people can change. It's great, especially if you're changing for the better. So I noted growth in that segment of her live. Other than that, it wasn't really a lot going on. Again, she was very inconspicuous. We didn't hear any kids in the background. Fast forward to maybe a day later, she's in the car somewhere, we don't know where. No kids in the car, no background noise. She's not really giving us a lot of information. She's just on the camera, you know, small talking with the people in the chat. Okay, great. But it's around this time that I'm starting to see people speculating. People are like, she's running from the law. She's got a warrant out for her arrest. And I'm just like, this is what I'm saying. Like, y'all do too much. Y'all do too much. I'm not defending her. I don't know her to defend her, but it's just my perspective. Like, she hasn't given us any tea. She ain't giving us no crash out. She on here acting civilized, and I love that for her. This is what we want. Do you hear me? This is what we want for a 35-year-old woman. We want her to be civilized, y'all. And now it's like she left her. So then, okay, before I go there, the next time we see her, well, me, the next time I see her is it's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's the day before Memorial Day. She's in the car again in an inconspicuous parking spot. No kids. I don't hear or see any kids. And she's got on a bathing suit. So I am so proud of her, y'all. I'm like, okay, go off, queen. You've been outside. You've been at Target. You've been in the car. Now you in the car, the bathing suit on. Which leads me to believe you're going somewhere to swim or whatever. So I thought that was so great. I was so happy for her. She didn't tell us where she started to say where she was going, but then she was like, I can't tell y'all. And I appreciate that, because, you know, she don't want the people running up on her like that. So I respect that. But then I saw on her Instagram a little bit after that live that she was at a splash pad with AJ, and I was so happy for her. I was like, you go, girl. This is what the girls want to see. We want to see you out and about, not sitting up in that house cussing at the phone, girl. This is what we want. So the girls did the research, and y'all took the picture. And how do y'all do that? Can you tell me how you take a picture and put it somewhere and it tell you exactly where the person is at? I need to know how to do that. So y'all did a search, and it said that the splash pad they were at was in Clear Lake, Florida. So now we have confirmation that our girl is in Florida. And I love that for her. You understand? Like, I think that's good for her. Go be around family, get out, see the beach. I'm a Cali girl, born and raised. I love the water. I live for the sunshine. I live for the beach. I live for the smell of ocean. I grew up very close to the ocean. I could never, would never. I will live in my car on the streets of California, IA, before I go live in a mansion anywhere down south. And honey, when I visit the South, because I do visit the South quite frequently, other than the eating, I'll be ready to go home. It's dry, it's hot. The people they are okay. Listen, the Southern hospitality unmatched, but the level of consciousness to me is minimal. It's minimal. And if you have ever like tried to handle business down south, you'll know what I'm talking about. Coming from like a place like California, where like things move slow because there are so many people. Like, take for instance, like DMV, like there's processes and stuff and lines and fees, but shit gets done. Out there, shit don't get done because the processes are, I don't know, I cannot explain it. If you are from like a southern state, or you have experience like handling business or anything like that in a southern state, you know what I'm talking about, especially if you've experienced it somewhere else. I hope that makes sense. I think that's good for her. I think being in Florida is good for her, not to mention she's with family, so that's awesome for her. So the next time we see her is Memorial Day, and she's in the car again. No children. So I don't really... Oh, she was coming from the gym. She said that she got a trainer to show her, you know, certain machines. Now, so what I was thinking was, I was like, okay, if you hired a trainer in Florida, are you planning on staying there for a good amount of time, or maybe through her birthday or whatever? Because she's talking about going out for her birthday and the dress she ordered, etc., etc. So I was like, oh, she must be planning on staying. Also, she's in her vehicle, so I'm like, you don't just drive from Texas to Florida for, you know, a weekend. That doesn't sound, that's just not, that people don't do that. I don't think so. I thought, okay, she's either staying for a long time or she moved. We don't know. But y'all tearing that lady up. Like, this is, I'm living for it, because I have no key to report. I have no tea to report. I have nothing bad to say about the way she's been conducting herself over this past week. Like, I think it's amazing. I think it's great, you know, and I want to see more of her out in the world. I want to see more of her, not going off on people, not cussing people out, not hanging up on not screaming at the phone. Like, this is what I want to see. So I hope that she just moves in silence, continues to move in silence. She can keep coming live and just chit-chatting with the chat, and that will, you know, for a while people are gonna watch just to see like what she got going on. But after a while, that's gonna get kind of boring and people won't watch. But for some of the reactions I saw, for y'all to come on here and just be like, oh my gosh, she left her kid, she's on the run, like, y'all speculating. And I just think it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm not saying it justifies the way that she reacts, but I can imagine being in her shoes, just out here literally trying to live my life, you know, doing what I can control, and then constantly being made assumptions about. Like, the fact that this lady came on here the last couple days, you know, with Couth, quietly giving us a little bit of information, and then to have the reactions that we're having. She's left her kids, she's running, she's got a warrant. Like, come on now, y'all. Be so for real. Like, I probably would feel some type of way too. So yeah, that's all I have. I'm not trying to say that, you know, she is the Girl Scout of America and she's learned her lesson and she's cleaning up her life. No, because we all know, we've been here before. We've seen her, you know, I'm changing on the Bible. I'm gonna start doing this, I'm gonna do that, and then, you know, the cycle that I talked about last week. So yeah, we just gotta stay tuned. But I hope you guys had an amazing 3-day weekend. I had a 4-day weekend and it was so good. I hope that you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.